I believe that brand loyalty is honestly something that's very important to a lot of camera users. If you buy a Canon, you want Canon glass. If you buy a Fujifilm, you want Fujifilm glass. The thing is that third-party manufacturers have done a really good job with coming up with their own lenses, and I think they're doing amazing work. One of my favorite lens lineups of all times is the Sigma Art lenses for full-frame sensors. I think they blow everybody out of the water. Their price point is a lot lower than proprietary lenses for cameras, but that's full frame. So thinking of crop sensor cameras, I think that Viltrox is actually starting to corner the market for third-party lenses. And the reason is because they've changed the way that they actually engineer and manufacture their lenses. I bought their first 85 lens that they had out, and it was okay. And I had serious doubts about the company until last year they released the 13mm 1.4 Viltrox, and I still to this day love that lens, and I've had it for over a year now, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Honestly, if you would have handed it to me blindfolded, I would 100% think it was a Fujifilm native lens because the construction is so similar and it has really nice clicks and it's just built really well. Full metal construction with a metal lens hood, which is amazing. I know that Viltrox is coming out with their new 27mm 1.2, which is going to be the fastest lens that you can actually buy for Fujifilm that is autofocus, other than the 50mm 1.0, which is extremely heavily priced. I think that the 27mm 1.2 is really going to change the game for Viltrox. I think that's probably going to be their biggest lens because it is in a space where Fujifilm hasn't hit. They do have a 27mm, but not at a 1.2. And I think that's going to be a really nice portrait lens to have, and I cannot wait to purchase one. But today I just wanted to talk about the 13mm and give you my 1 year wrap-up review of it. And when I say wrap-up, I don't mean I'm going to get rid of it. I just probably won't be reviewing this lens anymore. I think that everybody does need a wide-angle lens, such as the 13mm Viltrox for Fujifilm. It's really good because it tells a story a lot better and it shows so much more elements within your frame, and I think that's very important, especially whenever you're doing any kind of documentary work such as weddings or photojournalism. I think this lens paired with a 50mm equivalent lens would be fantastic to have. And honestly, you can use the 13mm for Sony as well if you put it in Super 35 mode, and if you already have a 50mm, you will be good to go. So this is what the 13mm looks like on the Fujifilm system. As you can see, there's a lot more in the photo itself, and I think that this is just a really nice frame, and I really like how this looks, and it just goes to show you that showing more of the story is really important. The build quality of this lens and the image quality of this lens are both parallel with Fujifilm native lenses, and I think that's incredible since the price is less than half of what you would pay for a lens such as this for a Fujifilm camera. And that is insane to me. I actually dropped my first copy in the ocean and it actually worked. The autofocus worked and I could photograph with it easily, although the aperture ring got stuck, so I had to purchase another one, and I didn't break the bank by doing so, which is really nice if you drop your lenses into the ocean every once in a while and you don't have to spend $1,000 on a lens to replace it. As far as the image quality goes, like I said, it's on par with Fujifilm, and it's really nice to get separation at 1.4 with a 20mm equivalent lens. It kind of blows my mind a little bit of how close you can get to your subject and that nice separation that it offers, along with little to no distortion in the corners. I think it's pretty awesome. They really did a good job of making this particular lens. And overall, I think the Viltrox is headed in the right direction with their 75mm and 27mm coming out, plus the 13mm, all the new lineups, and they all have the same type build quality. They're going to really shake up the industry, I believe, and there's somebody that Fujifilm should definitely look out for. I just wanted to tell you that I have enjoyed this lens over the last year and definitely intend on keeping it, and I would definitely recommend picking one up if you can. At least rent one and see how you like it. I think that would be really cool. So let me know if you're using this on any of your cameras, and I hope you enjoy this video and these images, and until next time, peace.